Hi, Assalamualaikum. So my name is Muhammad Ikmal. So today I would like to present the topic I chose, which is modern slavery and human trafficking. So for the first slide, I will talk about introduction and background. So for the modern slavery and human trafficking are among the most serious and widespread from global crime in the contemporary world. According to the UK National Crime Agency, modern slavery refers to situations where individuals are exploited and controlled through force, threat, deception, or abuse of vulnerability and unable to live. Human trafficking refers to recruitment and movement of people for the purpose of exploitation. This crime operate across national border because trafficker take advantage of globalization, migration, economic inequality, and differences in loss between countries. Victims are often recruited in poor regions, transported through transit countries, and exploited in wealthier destination countries where there is high demand for cheap labor and sexual service. The National Crime Agency highlight that modern slavery is often hidden within legal industries such as agriculture, construction, nail bars, car washes, manufacturing, and domestic work, making it very difficult to detect. So we will move to the next slide, which is three contributing factors. So there are three main factors that contribute to modern slavery and human trafficking. So for the first one is economic inequality and poverty. So many victims come from pure background with limited education and job opportunities. Traffickers exploit this desperation by offering fake job promises, free accommodation, and a better life. Once recruited, victims are often trapped in debt bondage, where traffickers charge high fees for travel, document, and housing, forcing victims to work long hours under poor conditions to repay debt that are impossible to clear. So for the second one is factor is weak governance, corruption, and legal gaps. In some countries, weak law enforcement and corruption allow traffickers to operate with low risk. Even in developed countries, victims may fear reporting because they are afraid of deportation, arrest, or violence. The third factor is technological advancement and social vulnerability. So, traffickers use social media and online job advertisement to recruit victims quickly and anonymously. So, people who are insulated, undocumented, or unaware or their right are easier to control and manipulate. So for this slide, we will talk about global impact. So the impact of modern slavery is served at many levels for countries. It weakened the rule of law, increased organized crime, and forced government to spend large amount of money on investigation and victim support. For business, modern slavery create serious legal reputational risk, especially in global supply chain. Company linked to forced labor may face lawsuit, boycott, and lost trust. For society, the human cost is devastating. Victims suffer physical abuse, physiological trauma, and long-term emotional damage. Family and communities are also affected, making modern slavery not only a crime problem, but a serious social problem. So for the case of news evidence, a clear real-world example is the increasing number of modern slavery cases identified in the United Kingdom through the National Referral Mechanism. So every year, thousands of victims are found working in car washes, nails bar, agriculture, construction sites, and cannabis farm. Many were trafficked from Eastern Europe, Africa, and Southern Asia. So they were promised legal jobs but later forced to work for long hours, live in poor condition, and had their passport taken. So this show how poverty, cross-border movement, weak labor control, and organized crime networks enable modern slavery in everyday businesses. International response and challenges. So internationally, government and organizations are working together to fight modern slavery. The National Crime Agency work with foreign police such as Interpol and Europol to share intelligence and disrupt trafficking network. So the UK has the Modern Slavery Act and the National Referral Mechanism to protect victims. However, many challenges remain, including corruption, lack of resources in developing countries, differences in laws, and the hidden nature of the crime. Victims are often too afraid to report because of threat of trauma. As long as there is demand for cheap labor and services, traffickers will continue to operate. For the recommendation to address modern slavery effectively, several actions are needed. Government should strengthen international cooperation and close legal loopholes. Law enforcement agency should receive better training and resources. Businesses must check their supply chains and ensure ethical labor practices. Public awareness campaigns should educate communities on the sign of trafficking. Most importantly, victims should be supported with long-term housing, healthcare, education, and job opportunities to prevent re-exploitation. So for the last part, I will talk about conclusion. So in conclusion for this topic I choose, modern slavery and human trafficking are serious global crime driven by poverty, weak governance, and exploitation of vulnerable people. They have devastating effect on individual, businesses, and society. Although international effort exists, stronger cooperation and prevention are needed. Ending modern slavery is not only a legal responsibility but a moral obligation.